A very pleasant good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome once again to the People's Forum of In the Streets with Big Stone. Today, ladies and gentlemen, I get up at about 5 o'clock in the morning. And when I turn to my newspaper, because I read at least 3 or 4 newspapers every morning religiously, and I saw an article that really touches my heart since it is Child Month that we're celebrating. It says 3 shots included a 6-month baby boy. That is startling. That is frightening. We're celebrating Child's Month and we're hurting our young children. The article, ladies and gentlemen, reads like this. The Kingston Western Police have theorized that yesterday's shooting of 3 people included a 6-month-old baby and his grandmother on Ramsay Road in Kingston was a result of a gang feud in the area. Police reported at approximately 8:15 a.m. the 3 were on Ramsay Road, located off Maxfield Avenue, when a white Nissan Tiida motor car drove up. Men alighted from the vehicle and opened fire. The injured were taken to Kingston Public Hospital. The baby was later transferred to Bustamante Hospital for children where he was admitted. Angry residents later blocked a section of Maxfield Avenue to protest against the shooting. Javar Wilson, father of the injured child, wept as he stood on Oak Street, meters away from where his only child and his mother were shot by gunmen. Wilson, 26, who had been born and raised in the troubled Kingston community, told the newspaper that 20 minutes after he dropped off his baby, he received a call informing him that his child and mother had been shot. Wilson said he has tried not to get caught up in the type of violence for which the area has been known. Since I was 14 years old, I've been trying my best. I went to Kingston College and I tried my best to have homework programs to definitely add value to my community. But this is the way my community decided to pay me back. It is so unfortunate that even if you're not in a gang, it seems as if you're caught in it. But that's how life is, Wilson said. Wilson, a devoted Christian, said he was not thinking about revenge. Revenge is the Lord's. Whoever shot my mommy and my son, I'm sure I've taught them at some point, whether it be Sunday school, whether it be in whatever influence I've had over them, there must have been some influence. So vengeance is not something that is on my list, Wilson said. He said his mother was holding his son when she was shot. Wilson also expressed similar concern raised by residents about the effects of gang violence on the community. Change in this community cannot be done by the Jamaica Labour Party or the People's National Party. Change in this community has to be done by Jesus Christ. And until we get divine intervention, this community will not be changed. Because when you look at how many persons are hurting, so many persons want vengeance. The heart is desperately wicked. And for this reason, I don't think this community will be changed unless there's a divine intervention, Wilson argued. He also pointed out that he, along with members of his church, were working with the community. However, there was a need for more partnership. The feud, police said yesterday, is among members of the Sunlight Street, Zimbabwe, and the Ramsay Road gang. Since the upsurge of violence at the start of the year, we have captured some wanted men, and so we believe that we could have brought back the area to some normalcy. But apparently, based on what we are hearing now, there are still quite a number of players who are not necessarily sleeping in the area, but come back in the area, sometimes in the day, to create mayhem, said Acting Senior Superintendent of Police Howard Chambers, who heads the Kingston Western Police Division. The Kingston Western Police have theorized that yesterday's shooting of 3 people, including a 6-month-old boy and his grandmother on Ramsay Road in Kingston, was a result of gang feud in the area. I'm speaking directly to everyone in Jamaica, not just those on Sunlight Streets or Ramsay Road. And ladies and gentlemen, I happen to been through these areas, and many times these are great, great, great communities. Great communities. I've been there at a number of stage shows. I've seen a number of young artists from both sides grow up in the area to become stars. And ladies and gentlemen, it really touches my heart. I do not understand or know what's the reason for this outburst. But I know any outburst at all, my brother, especially when it hurts a child, is not an outburst the community is going to take lightly. I appeal to both sides for peace and calm. I know that you're hurting. I know that your whole sores, their whole wounds there. How do we get to this point when we can actually heal these old sores and these old wounds? I know you've lost people on both sides. And that is the problem a lot of people are understanding. Remember, these are youngsters that have lost loved ones on both sides. And how can we get to a stable point where we can love each other once again? I'm begging you, my sons. I'm begging you, because I see all of you as my sons, and I love you equally well. Please, man, this is not the way to go, brother. I know that you're hurting, and a lot of people can stay on the outside and say all they want to say. We're talking to people on both sides who've lost loved ones, people that will never be replaced or cannot be replaced. All right, so please, my sons, I'm begging you, man, if you can just stop this, if you can just meet somewhere in between the line, man. I know this will never bring your loved one back. I know you're going to be saying, Big Stone, man, you better shut your mouth, man. You don't know what's happening down here. I don't. But I'm telling you, from the outside, my sons, it looked bad. And not just that, it looked bad on the entire Jamaica. Remember, we have celebrated Child's Month. Remember, I spoke about Shanika Anderson. Who's just down the road from Sunlight Street. Shanika lived just down the road from Ramsay Road. Shanika's dear and close to my heart. I never ever forget Shanika Anderson. And we're talking about that little 6-year-old girl that was brutally raped and murdered at the Coronation Market in 2005. It has been 13 years and the wounds are still there. So I understand the pain. I understand the pain of both you guys, man. I know what you're going through. But please, man, if you go at each other, then that's one thing. But then when you shoot women and children, then that's a complete another thing. Please bury your differences, my son. Please, man. Thank you all for watching. And I do hope you can have a great Labor Day. For me, it's a very sad day for me. Thank you.